Right, ladies and gentlemen, I know I said it at the beginning of the last episode for those who watched it, but today could be the most important episode in the series and we could win the Bundesliga and reach the Champions League final, which theoretically we could have done last episode, but we didn't quite manage it. Today, though, we've got FC Köln and our second semi-final leg against Manchester United in the league. A point against FC Köln could see us clinch the title today, and we have a 2-goal advantage over Manchester United. But first, the Bundesliga. We've got the following team. It's a pretty much full rotation again because we've got Manchester United coming up, and I think that's the more difficult game. So we're playing our second string of players. Simon in goal. Bastions, Alhassian, Silva and Gerardo as our back four. Diallo, I can't say his name. Milinchik, we're going to call him Milinchik. Traore in midfield, Kvarat, Etahari and Ramos as our front three today, which as you can see is 10 changes from the last match. So Unai Simon, the only starting player that's actually in the team, and that's because he's a goalkeeper, so they don't tend to need a rest in between games kind of thing. They tend to be alright. I don't need to switch him, he'll be fine for the match against Manchester United, he says, unless of course we get an injury here. Oh, now I thought about that. We could get an injury here. Maybe I shouldn't be playing him. I'm in my own head now going, oh dear, have I made a big boo-boo? Never mind. Look, we move. It's an important match. Maybe not quite as important as the Champions League because we've got 2 games left and basically 1 more point across those 2 games and we're fine. Bayern Munich are 1-0 up already. The good thing is we are playing at the same time, so a win today should see us clinch the title. A win would definitely clinch it for us. And because we're playing at the same time, we should get the lovely celebration, here's your trophy thing that we wouldn't have got in the last episode if we'd won, because Bayern Munich were playing after us for those who haven't seen that one. And if you haven't, why haven't you seen it? Go and watch my episodes. We're having a lot of fun with this Hertha Berlin save. And please subscribe. That's always nice. Back to the football. Let's focus on that. Al-Hassan here. Bastions. Can we get into this match? Because FC Köln seems to be the team that are... oh, jeez. FC Köln seem to be the team in control here, arguably. Possession, all of that stuff that sort of indicates that they are... And that is a very good chance, both ends, that has just been had here. We need to be doing a little bit better ourselves. Although, again, we've got a lot of, I'd say, energy and experience and just ability on our bench. Should we still be coming towards the end of the match and looking like we're struggling a little bit, then we could end this pretty early by bringing on Lorenzo Luca, for example, who literally doesn't seem to be unable to score. Although I think he is actually on his longest non-scoring run here. It hasn't been a huge amount of matches, but he doesn't seem to have scored for a few games. Should I be concerned? Possibly could be concerned. The fact that I've got Etahari and Pep Ramos and then Techa Hoa that can all play there, though, means I'm not overly concerned. Look, at the end of the day, if Lorenzo Luca's coming in and setting other people up to score rather than scoring himself, I'm absolutely fine with that. We know he's got the ability to score. He's proven that for the last couple of seasons. And we'll hold that fort because Kvarat is through on goal now. It's saved pretty easily. It's a pretty tame shot, really, isn't it? It's going to result in a corner for us, though. We're good at these. Traore, it's into Ramos. I think we were missing the height of Lorenzo Luca a little bit there. We played our normal corner routine and then realised we've got Pep Ramos, who I think is a good foot smaller than Lorenzo Luca. And not quite as good at heading the ball either. We are still on the attack here, though. Bastions over to Gerardo. He's holding up the play here. Can we get a cross into the box? I mean, we can. It's a really poor cross. But we do get a cross into the box. It's something, I guess. Diallo stopping that attack from FC Köln there in its tracks. I'm trying to see the league table as well. So we're currently 3 points ahead of Bayern Munich with a match after this left. So as it stands, I don't feel like that's enough to clinch the title. Although, as it was pointing out to me before, we are 20 goals above them in terms of goal difference. So I feel like a draw unless they're going to score an obscene amount of goals and I'm going to have to accuse them of match fixing, should be enough. And we have just changed our entire front three. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but it's the idea we're going with. We want a goal here. I don't want to win the title with a draw. That just seems wrong. It should be a have to win in order to win the title. I don't care if you're 30 points ahead of the other team. If you don't win your final game, you shouldn't get the trophy. That said, of course, should we win the trophy here by a draw, I am going to go over and accept it, regardless of that incredibly Pacific stance I have around football. FC Köln, who are main rivals through this, have proper dropped off as well. Look, Bayern Munich and RB Leipzig have both overtaken them in the league, which is such a shame because they were in such good form. I don't think we're going to get a goal here either, unless we grab one here, because we haven't looked like it. Badino, no. Once again, we just don't look like we're going to score. We don't look too much like we're going to concede either, though, so I guess that's good. Traore into Badino. I say that. Oh, Badino. You should be doing better with that. Lorenzo Luca. Badino again. Can you do it this time? No, we can't. Plays it back to the goalkeeper. It's a big oof forward there. Al Hassan is just going to gather that one up. Pass it over to Bastians, who is apparently injured. Badino again here. The team seem desperate to get a goal, and that would absolutely clinch the title. Played into Lorenzo Luca. Not enough pace from him there to get to the ball. 30 seconds left in this match. I don't think we're getting a goal. Basically now it's please just, if you're not going to get a goal, please just don't concede. Ball forward to Badino again though. The highlight's still going on. Once again, the cross just isn't good enough though. And now FC Köln are on the attack. Please don't score here. I don't think I can take a last day of, oh dear, we need to watch what Bayern Munich are doing because they could still theoretically win. And it doesn't look like we've won the league. I don't think... Yeah, we have not won the league. It's going to go to the last day of the season. Oh, no. But before we even think about the Hamburg match, I believe it is, we're playing for the final game of the season and the Bundesliga, we need to focus on Manchester United. We will, after this, though, play that final match. So for this one, we've got Unai Simon in goal, Castillo, Valdez, Lacroix and Fungus are back four, Philip Silva and Schubert in midfield, Badino, Techo and Luca up front. So I'm pretty sure this is the identical team to the one that faced Manchester United in the first leg. How have I got a substitute? Oh, I've got you that's hidden because we're only fielding 7 substitutes, not 9. Yeah, so we've made a complete about turn here on the team. We've flipped every player over. Yes, we probably should have played a slightly stronger team against FC Köln, but our focus lies here for the moment. We still have one more match to be able to win the Bundesliga. We need to focus on the Champions League and getting to the final. It's one match at a time here, and that probably, I think, is the right choice. If we could take a draw against FC Köln and seal the Bundesliga on the last day of the season to have a full-strength team against Manchester United, I think that's probably the sensible choice, especially when we have already got a 2-goal lead against Manchester United. And we look good to getting into the final. That was a brilliant free kick there from Silva. That's a shame it didn't get a goal. Really, really good goalkeeping there from Henderson. Phillips to take the corner here, though, for us. Oh, I thought that one was going in as well. Lacroix getting his head to it, but not managing to put that one on target. And we do once again seem to have this Manchester United team sussed out and on the ropes. It's Mbappe again. Look, Sesko, Rashford, Fernandes. It's very much the 2 exact same teams as played last time. We are picking up yellow cards like no tomorrow. Castillo and Phillips have both already got them. And as I'm doing it, Funk's just got one. Can we stop? Let me press the buttons. Oh, free kick for us though. Valdez to Phillips now. Can we get a goal here? Schubert in bags of space. Oh, no. Oh, Schubert, lad. You should have buried that one. You should have buried that one. Absolutely buried it. Oh, and still, it's 0-0. Second half. Still 3-1 on aggregate, though. 0-0 on the night. Every highlight seems to be starting with us, though. Lorenzo Luca now holding up the ball. Back to Valdez to bring this one forward. He has got a bit of space into Techo. And what I said in the last episode needed to happen has happened. Techo scores against a team that have spent the entire year, almost a calendar year, scouting him, sending scouts, sending their manager, sending players to tell him to come to Manchester United, and he's come along and gone, yep, should have made this bid sooner. 4-1 to Hertha Berlin. We are getting to the Champions League final. We are going to get there. It's going to be either against Chelsea or Liverpool, because there are 3 English teams left in this, and only us as the only non-English team. Ball into Schubert. Oh, he can't get to that one. That was a little bit too far ahead of him, really. Henderson now looking like he's going to launch a big ball forward, but instead chooses to go wide to the right back. And now Fernandez, and they're just keeping hold of the ball. They're not playing with a lot of urgency for a team that is 3 goals down in a semi-final of a Champions League. Mbappe, though, of course, very, very dangerous. We have closed him out. Castillo has managed to do enough that cross is sent in, but it's sent in at such pace and so high that their striker had to stretch a little bit and hasn't managed to get it on target. Badino looking very, very tired here, so Cavarat is going to come on. Of course, Manchester United signed him in our sim of 10 years of Ten Hag on the channel, which if you haven't watched, you could go and check it out. It did some big numbers, the first one, where Manchester United had a smaller budget, and then we did a second one where we gave them a much larger budget to play with. It's quite interesting. It's also interesting to see what Ten Hag is doing in real life, because I'm recording this 2 or 3 days before it goes live, and at the moment he's not really done a lot in terms of transfers. Obviously, I know it's not just him in control. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of people, the board, the director of football at Manchester United, etc., so on and so forth. But I did expect to see a little bit more movement from Manchester United at this point in the season, especially as teams around them are just signing players. I mean, Liverpool have already signed Darwin Núñez, who was meant to be a target for Man United, so I'm not sure what happened there. Much like this team, that one's been crossed in, and Unai Simon just there to gather it up. Easy as you like. Big ball forward now to Lorenzo Luca. Unfortunately, that one has been cut out straight away by the Manchester United players. And now they come forward looking for a goal and maybe a way back into this tie. But, I mean, that was never going to do it. It was never going to be that shot. We are going to the Champions League final. I think we made it to the semi-finals last year. Was it the quarter-finals? We got knocked out by Chelsea. But this year we're going to the final. We are going to be going to the final. That is, yeah, they're completely right. That is how you hand a 2-legged affair. You go and win the first one 3-1. And then you just kind of shut up shop in this one. Win 1-0. And get to the final, where we will be playing Liverpool. Oh dear, that could be quite an interesting tie. Do we have what it takes to get past Liverpool? Look at this side. Sandro Tonali in there. Bovu Zalutier, of those of long-term viewers of the channel will remember him, who was at Manchester United when we were there. Manchester City when we were there. And Alisson as well, who is the club captain. No Jurgen Klopp, but I'd imagine Liverpool are still quite a steely side. And now we need to go and focus on beating Hamburg. It means in the next episode we're going to have a final against Bayern Munich, and then a week later a final against Liverpool. Oh my goodness, what a few episodes this is turning out to be. This is absolute madness. But obviously the focus now is winning against Hamburg and winning the Bundesliga in the final day of the season. Some lovely stuff coming through though. Badino has just been named Footballer of the Year. I believe that is. My German is a little bit rusty, but he's beaten out to the likes of Martinez and Moukoko at PSG. Look at his stats. 39 appearances, 21 goals and 12 assists this season. Very much well deserved, and again, it's another brilliant signing that maybe had a bit of a first season where he needed to settle in last season, but has been absolutely fantastic since then. Theoretically, a win will absolutely seal us a title. Theoretically, even losing though, we should really be winning the Bundesliga today, because we're so far ahead on goal difference that Bayern Munich would have to win something in the region of like 20-0 in order to make up the difference. We are going with the team that we pretty much just used against Manchester United, though. It's Simon in goal, Castillo, Valdez, Lacroix and Funk as our back four. Diallo, Silva and Schubert in midfield. Badino, Techahoa and Luca are front three for this one. Diallo obviously just replacing Calvin Phillips, who has been playing just purely because I felt like he was a little bit better in the Champions League, as I've previously mentioned, just to break up those attacks. He's a bit more experienced. He's obviously played in England for quite a long time when we signed him. Much better suited, I thought, than Diallo. But Diallo coming back in because I feel like he's much better suited when we're very likely to win. I would hope against Hamburg, especially with a full strength side, we should realistically be coming out and winning this one. And look at this. This is what I was saying. Even if Bayern Munich win, we have, what's that, 27, 29 extra goals. So actually 20-0. They need to win 13-0 and we'd have to lose in this match pretty much. Something like that. Not exact maths, really, in order for us to lose. Although, it does look like we've just given away a penalty potentially. Or is this our end? Right. That is not ideal. I think that was our end, but Techahoa has just been sent off. Can Badino play in the centre? No, he can't. Not really. Right. So who do we move around here? Let's move Schubert. Can you play there? No. Badino, can you play on the opposite side? No. Oh, dear. Well, realistically, we haven't got a huge amount of options here. We could play someone free in the middle, but that would mean making about 3 substitutions to make that work. So instead, we've just taken Schubert off, put Etahari out here, and we'll play with no defensive midfielder, and just hope that that works, I guess. It doesn't look like it was a penalty, so I assume that was their end rather than our end. Yes, it was their end rather than our end, which was, that makes that quite a bizarre tackle to be jumping into when realistically it was for us to score and it was early on in the game and there was no real need for it. I don't really know why he's jumped in that much when this is a match we're likely to win. It's not like we're chasing the game and we need these 3 points absolutely to win the title. It's not like it's really late on in the game and we're going, oh no, we desperately need a goal here, and he's lost his head a bit. Maybe the pressure of the final day and everything going on. Obviously, we got the DFB Pokal final coming up. We got the Champions League final coming up, both of which will be in the next episode, which could end up being the final episode of the season should we win the Champions League. Luca there, 34th goal of the season for him. Yeah, back to Techahoa. Don't know what he was doing. As it turns out, we're all right even with 10 men. That was a very, very kind of run-of-the-mill goal at this point for Luca. It's been pinged out to Badino for him to swing that cross in and Luca to meet that one with his head. And that is pretty much been the story of this season and a lot of last season. Just Luca scoring goals for fun, really. I think as well, this Hertha Berlin side this season has broken a few records, which regardless of if tomorrow is the last episode, it wouldn't be the last episode. We would also do the season review in an episode after that and have a look in 5 years time and see how this Hertha Berlin side's doing. See how other teams we've used are doing. Maybe not Man City, we weren't really there very long and I don't think we impacted a lot, but Barnsley, Bath, we've used both of those. They'd be really interested to see how they're doing as well. Did, you know, us being there. Bath wasn't in this series. Blythe Spartans was in this series. That was the Journeyman that never finished because of technical issues. If you were around on the channel at that point, you'll know what I'm referring to. If you're not, don't worry about it. There's no point going and watching the series, really. It kind of broke halfway through. But focusing back in on what we're doing, we are winning 1-0. We do also seem to be getting a huge amount of highlights here, which is a bit of a weird one. Maybe because it's end of season and it's for the title. Does FM then generate you more highlights? Gets you to watch more in a match because it's a big occasion? I'm genuinely not sure, but it certainly feels that way, at least. Big ball forward there from the Hamburg goalkeeper. We wouldn't think we were the team that are down to 10 men, though, because we are utterly dominating this at the moment. Another just huge ball forward from their goalkeeper, which realistically is never going to help them equalise, because we are always going to have the defence to sweep up those balls. Etahari now is coming forward into Silva to Badino. First time, he hasn't managed to get it, but Etahari follows that one up. Man that was part of the build-up is the man that eventually converts that one. And that all stemmed off that big long ball forward from the Habsburg goalkeeper. Luca there dropping deep to play it to Etahari, as we saw. Silva, first time pass to Badino. He's had his shot, which the goalkeeper has got unlucky there, because if he had managed to get that round his goal or managed to keep hold of it, then Etahari never has that second bite at the cherry there and never puts that goal in. But we will take it all day long. Badino now with a corner into Lorenzo Luca, who's nodded it across the goal to Etahari. That's his second in a matter of minutes. And we're 3-0 up. And all of this is happening, as I said, with 10 men due to that really early red card. It has not affected us at all. We are 100% here. We would have to utterly collapse here now to not win the Bundesliga. I mean, we will bring up the league table just over on this side. As it stands, I think that was 5 points clear, which would indicate that Bayern Munich are drawing, I think. Badino now surging forward again, and Badino is brought down in the box, and imagine that's probably going to be a penalty unless they're going to book him for simulation here, which I've actually never ever seen happen in Football Manager. Is that a thing? Has anyone ever had that happen? Etahari stepping up to take this one, of course, because he is on a hat-trick, and he has now got what I believe is his first ever hat-trick for the club. This will be 13 games without defeat for us as well, according to that, in the league. I think that, I mean, it's probably more, obviously, if it's going to include the Champions League games, which I think 13 games unbeaten is just the league. It's an absolutely brilliant, brilliant end to the league season. Bayern Munich are now winning, so they're now 3 points behind us. But they, you know, they can't catch up with this. They cannot catch up with this. We are winning this. There's no need to change anything. Just go back out there, guys. Do what you've been doing all season. Score goals, dominate teams, bring home the trophy. Silva and Valdez are both on bookings, though, so I probably need to keep an eye on that. But Dino there sliding in to stop any sort of potential counter-attack there. I'll give them that. Badino, obviously I've got the instructions on to kind of affect this, but Badino and Techahoa took it a bit too far today. But those wingers press and press and press and put in tackles and don't carry the team defensively, obviously, but they do a really, really good job of just stopping attacks, getting us back on the ball really, really quickly. And we have scored another one here, but once again, it is going to go over to VAR as Etahari just got his fourth. He is not, the goal is disallowed on this occasion, so he's going to have to stick with only his 3 goals in this one. Considering he started on the bench and that's meant to be Techahoa playing, he's taken his chances very, very well. He's managed to come off the bench, making a massive, massive impact in this match, and potentially, you know, give me some question marks over, should we be playing him or should we be playing Techahoa on that right wing? Should we be playing him or should we be playing Lorenzo Luca up front? Lorenzo Luca obviously scoring bags of goals. He's heard me say that as well and has gone, no. That is my 35th goal this season. You play me in those 2 finals. You don't go tinkering and messing around and dropping me now. This is what I can do. Look at that press. Let's look at the press in here from Luca. Instantly just pressing their defender, nicking the ball back and absolutely walloping that one into the back of the net. Yeah, that tells me really, doesn't it? I feel like, yes, I should be playing Lorenzo Luca up front and not playing Etahari. But that still leaves me the question mark over on the right-hand side of Techahoa or Etahari. Techahoa has not been as good this season. I don't know if his head has maybe been turned a little bit by the fact that, you know, Manchester United have been scouting him all season. We're now starting to get emails as well saying that Manchester City are now scouting him. I feel like that one might have been a little bit offside. I have a sup of tea while we go to VAR quickly. Or VAR texts take a long time, don't they? Goal disallowed. That's our second one disallowed. Come on now. We want another one. I don't think we need to see a disallowed goal particularly again. We probably now can think about bringing on some other players just to give them a bit of game time, really. Who have we got on here? Pep Ramos could come on. How many's Lorenzo Luca on? He's on 2. Frustrated by the feedback. What did I press? I encouraged you. You not want encouragement? All right, fine. Pep Ramos can come on. I don't know why encouraging does that. Like, it's not a come on guys, we can do it. It's like a keep going. We're in the 65th, 70th minute, guys. Don't suddenly go to sleep. We're going to win the Bundesliga. Regardless, to be fair, I feel like most of the team now could lie down and take a nap, and we're still winning the Bundesliga. But I'd rather do it with a match like this. This is the thing. I'm kind of glad we didn't officially win it against FC Köln at the beginning of this episode, because it was a snooze fest of a draw. This, we get to see some lovely football, and Pep Ramos has now got himself on the score sheet, and it is now 6-0. This is a much better way of winning the Bundesliga. Coming out, utterly dominating, at home as well, and just showing our fans, guys, thank you for supporting us all season. Thank you for being there every step of the way and believing in us when, you know, we're trying to dethrone Bayern Munich, who have been utterly dominating German football since time forgot at this point in the series. And, you know, here, have some lovely goals, have some nice football. Silva on the ball here. Valdez now, and we're going to try. We're still pushing. We're down to 10 men. We've played with 10 men for the majority of this match, and we're looking for our 7th goal here. This team is beginning to give me thoughts about, I feel like we might actually be able to go and win the Champions League. That's nuts. We're playing Liverpool. I shouldn't be thinking that. I should be going, well, we got to the Champions League this season. We've just got our 7th goal. And it's just so normal at this point. I should be thinking we've got to our, you know, our first Champions League. Maybe that would be a good experience, and we can win it next season because we're facing Liverpool. And, you know, some of this team like Diallo is still quite inexperienced. Funk is pretty young. Valdez is pretty young. Techahoa, all of those players, Etahari, they haven't exactly been around very long. They're not like massively experienced players. They've obviously played a lot of football this season, but realistically, if we had these players against the Liverpool side in real life, you'd assume Liverpool would be going out and winning that one. But actually, I think we stand a really, really good chance. I think it will take a little bit of luck as well. I mean, look at what we did against Manchester United in the last episode. We got 2 penalties in the first half, which more than set us on our way, and I think rattled the Manchester United team quite a lot, allowing us to take advantage of them. Cavrat here, through on goal again into Pep Ramos. I think that's taken a deflection, is going to go out for a corner, but we're not going to see that. We are now, though, into the 90th minute. We have about a minute and a half left before we are crowned German Bundesliga champions. And what a glorious moment that is going to be. That is the result of a lot of hard work to defend Bayern Munich. It really, really is. You know, we've had fantastic performances this season. We've battered the teams that we should be battering. We've done well against the teams that maybe we shouldn't be doing well against. You know, Bayern Munich, I'm pretty sure we beat them 5-2 at some point this season. We shouldn't be doing that. Definitely at all, but we have. It's super exciting, and it makes me very excited for the next episode when we've got 2 finals on the card, one of which could make us European champions. We still could do what Liverpool were trying to do this season in real life. We could still do a quadruple. Apparently, though, we're not going to get any fanfare or visuals for winning the Bundesliga. Well, that's just a bit naff, isn't it? The whole point of doing it was so we got all the lovely fanfare stuff. How naff is that? We lift the Bundesliga. As we can see, we've done a double so far. Yeah, there's the pivotal match. That was the one I was talking about. A 5-2 win against Bayern Munich. That, as it turns out, was the difference of the 3 points. 100%. Yeah, we've won the Bundesliga. Awesome. It's our best ever Bundesliga finish, funnily enough. The board are delighted with it. The fans are delighted with it. yeah, Etahari gets a hat-trick on the final day of the season to help us win the Bundesliga. We receive a load of money and we're crowned champions. What a fantastic end to the episode. And we've still got 2 finals to come. We are still on target for a quadruple here with Hertha Berlin. We've at least done the domestic double. We could make it a domestic treble and then add European success, and that feels like the perfect place to end this episode. If you have enjoyed it, then please do drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then join me over on the next one where we're going to be facing Bayern Munich and Liverpool in 2 separate finals. Until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Check out the video on screen now, and I'll see you over there in 2 days' time. Bye bye.